Uh, Namaskar, very good evening to all of you. Uh, St. Xavier's Loyola Hall School, in association with the IQ Digital, is organizing today's session on how to choose the right degree course after 12th based on orientation. Now, today's session is suitable for students and parents of those children who are currently studying in grade 11th and 12th. Once again, I promise this session will be of lot of information, knowledge, guidance for all of you. If a lot of your friends have not joined, if you ask them to join, they will definitely thank you. That is what I can promise. And if your parents at home, please call them, ask them to spend this 30 minutes with you. It is 6:35 according to my watch. I will take not more than 35 minutes to finish my talk. At the end of the session, I will ask you if you have any questions. You can put your complete question in a single short format in the chat box below. I'll be very happy to address your question. Now, in this session, I shall discuss with you about a lot of career options which you can take up irrespective of the fact whether taken science or commerce or arts and humanities. In this, I will talk to you about 21 different higher education verticals for graduation available in India after 12th. So, lot of such fields you will get to know which you might not have seen or might not have heard, or you might not be aware whether that particular option is available to you or your batchmates till now. So let us kick off. We all know after 10th we have 4 primary options available in Indian education system. We have either Science A group, where we study physics, chemistry, mathematics, or Science B group, physics, chemistry, biology, or we can go ahead and take up commerce, which you've already chosen one of the stream, where we study things like accounts, statistics, economics, business studies, or you take up humanities or arts, where children study geography, history, political science, sociology, psychology, and maybe also philosophy. Today, I will discuss with you a self-assessment tool. Now, when we talk about career, there are 4 parameters on which we assess the child. We assess the child on orientation, aptitude, personality, and interest. In this session, because this entire assessment tool is going to be a long tool, I'm briefly giving you a snapshot of how you can assess your own orientation. And based on that, you will be able to identify whatever stream you've chosen in grade 11, 12, is that the right stream for you? If yes, what are the career options in that? And if not, then what are the alternate options which are available to children? To understand the word orientation, we say, or we divide children in 3 broad categories. The first category of children are children whom we call our academic oriented children. They are children who love to study, spend time with books, watch educational videos, do a lot of research. So we say they are studious. They are always engaged in gaining knowledge through interaction with books and or computers. They can spend long hours in studying. These children are known as academic oriented children. The second category of people or children are children whom we call our people oriented. They are not that much interested in books, but they are more comfortable in talking, discussing, debating, arguing. So their main source of information gathering is interaction based. We call them social creatures, somebody who can even interact and communicate with strangers with ease. They are people oriented children. And the third category of children are children whom we call our practical oriented. They are children who are good at practical things like drawing, dance, art, craft, music, sports, acting, mimicry, cookery, photography, filmmaking, choreography, and so on. They are children who are creative, innovative, and like to do such things where they can involve themselves physically. They are known as practical oriented children. And the best part is, all these 3 orientations, that is academic, people, and practical, is there in every child. First thing which you need to identify to understand your orientation graph is that if you are given a task, one each out of academic, practical, or people orientation, what will be your priority number 1, priority number 2, priority number 3. Based on that, you can identify your graph. Are you highest on which orientation, you're average on which one, you're low on which one. There is a possibility that you're good at 2 orientations, third one is either higher or lower than that. And there is also a possibility, and there are children who are a beautiful combination of all 3 orientations. If you have understood my words in last 3 minutes carefully, by now I'm sure you will be able to understand what is your orientation graph. What do you like to do the most, whether it is interaction, whether it is study, or whether it is practical engagement. What is your second priority? What is your third priority? That is what is your orientation graph. There are total 16 verticals in higher education as per the University Grants Commission. To make it easier for children and parents to understand, I have converted those 16 verticals further into 24 verticals, out of which immediate higher education after grade 12 is available in 21 verticals. I am going to talk to you about all those 20 verticals, which include agricultural sciences, architecture, arts, humanities, social sciences, business management, commerce, finance, computer applications, defense forces, design, fine arts, economics, engineering, technology, hotel management, law, liberal studies, mass communication, paramedical, medicine and surgery, paramedical sciences, performing arts, pure sciences, rehabilitation sciences, sports and physical education, and veterinary sciences. And about each one of this vertical, I am going to talk to you about qualities required in you, what qualities of a candidate match with what kind of educational vertical. Then I will tell you about the degree options which are available, the admission process, which will include both the eligibility and, in case there is an entrance exam, details of the entrance exam. I will take now approximately 1 minute on each vertical, and I will go little fast because I believe I am speaking to children who are all in grade 11 and 12. So you are fast enough. You understand communication and language pretty well. And once again, I will request you to please send across message to your friends who have not joined this session that there is a lot of information packed up in this session. I'm sure they will have some benefit to take home. And again, if your parents are not there with you, please ask your parents to come, sit, spend 21 minutes with me, and I'm sure they will have a lot of clarity of what higher education is in India. So we will first start with agricultural sciences. The qualities required in the candidates. If you are a combination of academic and practical orientation, whether you are people orientation or not, it does not matter. Second, you have affinity towards botany. You have interest in plant and life sciences, and your ability to work long when it comes to academic application as well as when you are expected to work in the field. If you have all these qualities, then agricultural sciences could be a very good option for you. In India, under the umbrella of agricultural sciences, there are 2 types of degrees available. Those degrees could be a BSc degree, or that degree could be a B.Tech degree. Now, in BSc, one can opt to go for agriculture, sericulture, horticulture, forestry, community science, home science, food, nutrition, and dietetics. And in B.Tech area, you can go for B.Tech in agriculture, B.Tech in food technology, dairy technology, or biotechnology. These are the degrees which we assume or which we consider under the umbrella of agricultural sciences in India. Most of the children who are expected to join agricultural sciences are expected to be from science background. That could be combination of physics, chemistry, mathematics, or physics, chemistry, biology. There is a national level set of entrance exam which is conducted by the Indian Council of Agricultural Research. That is All India Entrance Examination for Admission, ICAR. Or there are few institutions who also take JEE Main. Next to that, most of the states have their own entrance exams under which the universities which are part of the state agricultural universities, or most of the courses which are part of state agricultural universities, will take admission through state level tests. So you can see Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Punjab, Uttar Pradesh, Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh, also other states like Bihar, Haryana, Chhattisgarh, Himachal, Jharkhand, Jammu Kashmir, Kerala, Odisha, Rajasthan, they all have different state level entrance exams for admission in agricultural sciences. Next, we talk about architecture. To be the right fit candidate to get into architecture, one needs to be a combination of academic and practical orientation. People orientation, if you are having or not, it really does not matter. Also, you need to have affinity towards creativity. You should have interest in buildings, building structures, engineering drawings, and you should have ability to work again for long hours during your academics years, as well as when you get into the application mode on field. Next, we come to, after understanding the qualities, let us understand the degrees. There are three kind of degrees which I put under the umbrella of architecture. One could be Bachelor of Architecture, which is a 5-year program, Bachelor of Interior Design, which could be a 3-year, could be a 4-year program, and Bachelor of Planning, which is by and large a 4-year program. And for getting into architecture, primarily you have to give NATA, that is one exam. If you want to get into an IIT for architecture, you have to first give JEE main paper 2, followed by the architecture aptitude test. Let's move to arts or humanities. If you are a beautiful mixture of academic people and practical orientation, you have affinity towards theory reading, writing, and you are very good at observation and exploration, then arts and humanities could be a very good option for you. And in arts or humanities, you can go for a degree which is commonly known as BA or BA Honors. And to give more information to children who feel that humanities does not have opportunities or options, in humanities, you can do a BA, and the number of specializations available in BA are probably more than the number of specializations available even in, for that matter, engineering. So in BA, you can specialize in applied psychology, archaeology, economics, education, family and child welfare. You can go for geography, history, industrial relations, personal management, journalism, and mass communication. You can specialize in Indian languages like English, Hindi, Hindi, Gujarati, Sanskrit, regional languages. You can go ahead with foreign language, which could include English, French, Spanish, German, Chinese. You can specialize in literature, linguistics, museology, philosophy, physical education, yoga, political science, psychology, public administration, social work, or sociology. These are pure BA degree programs available in India. Also, you can do BA in the area of hotel management, culinary arts. You can do a combined program, BA LLB, which is law degree program, or you can do a BA in dance, acting, or music. Last but not the least would be sports management as well. As far as admission process is concerned, 10+2, any stream child can get into courses related to arts or humanities. Some of the top level entrance exams include HSEE, which is an IIT Madras entrance exam, Tata Institute of Social Sciences, Delhi University, Christ University, Indraprasth University, Aligarh Muslim University, Jamia Millia Islamia University. They all have their own different entrance exams for humanities programs. Next, we come to business management. If you are academic people and practical orientation combination, you have attraction towards analysis, observation, you have interest in business, and you are good at your leadership and team working skills, then business management could be a very good option for you. In business management in India, either you can go for a 3-year BBA, BBA Honors, BMS, or a BBS program, or you could go for a 5-year integrated MBA program, which is now even available at IIMs, where IIM Indore, Rohtak, Ranchi, Bodh Gaya, Jammu, these are 5 IIMs who are able to induct students straight away after 12th through definitely a competitive exam for a 5-year integrated program. As far as competitive exams are concerned, IP MAT or IPM 80 is the entrance exam for IIM Indore and IIM Rohtak. JIPMAT is an exam which is conducted by NTA for IIM Bodh Gaya, Jammu and Ranchi. Beyond that, a lot of private universities have their own exams, which will include Narsee Monjee Bombay, Symbiosis Pune, Delhi University Delhi, Manipal University Bangalore, Bharatiya Vidyapeeth Pune, Jamia Millia Islamia, Indraprasth University Delhi, Christ University Bangalore, Xavier's in Bombay, KIT Bhubaneswar, MSU Baroda, Karnataka University Ahmedabad, Alliance University in Bangalore, or Shiv Nadar University in Greater Noida. They all have different or their own entrance exams for business management programs. There are very few colleges which may require mathematics or statistics as a compulsory subject in 11th, 12th for admission. And those couple of colleges, one is Narsee Monjee Bombay, second is Shahid Sukhdev College of Business Studies in Delhi. Beyond that, whatever you see on your screen, nobody requires any mathematics or statistics as a compulsory subject in 11th, 12th. Next, we move to commerce. If you are very academic oriented child, you have affinity towards maths and statistics, you have interest in finance, and you are comfortable dealing with data and numbers, then you may be the right child to go for commercial studies or commerce. In this, whether you are people oriented or not, it does not matter much. Whether you are practical oriented or not, it does not matter much. But you need to be academic oriented if you want to get into pure area of commerce. And in commerce, we can have three types of degrees: a Bachelor's of Commerce, or BBA in area of specialization related to finance, or BSc, where the specializations could be related to accounting and finance, financial investment and analysis. You can go for BCom Professional, banking and finance, financial analytics, strategic finance, international finance. You can go for BCom in sports management, or BCom in even computer studies. These are the type of specializations which are available in commerce. As far as entrance exams are concerned, eligibility more or less is 10+2. Most of the colleges give admission based on 12th marks. There are few private universities which will have their exams, which will include Narsee Monjee Bombay, Christ University Bangalore. You have Indraprasth University in Delhi, Jamia Millia Islamia, Banaras Hindu University, Delhi University, Aligarh Muslim University, Alliance University, Delhi University, SSL Institute of Higher Education and Learning, Karnataka University, PDEU in Gandhinagar, and so on. Next, we come to computer applications. If you are a combination of practical and academic orientation, you have affinity towards coding and languages, you're logical, you're analytical, and you have the ability to sit on computers for a long time, then computer applications could be a very good option for you. In India, for computer applications, you can go for a 3-year BCA program or a BBA Information Technology, BCom in Computer Sciences or Information Technology. There is a BSc program available, or there is a 5-year integrated program available. Now, a lot of new age specialized options in the area of computer applications which we hear day on day, which may include application design, audio and visual technology, computer and system analysis, digital marketing, ethical hacking, game designing, media programming, networking, artificial intelligence, machine learning, programming, coding, automation, blockchain, cryptography, VFX design, web design, and so on. They all fall under computer applications. And as you can see on your next slide, there is no requirement of science or specifically maths or any other subject in 11th, 12th. Majority of the colleges will take admissions based on 10+2, any stream. Few colleges may ask for a specific subject like maths or computer sciences in 11th, 12th. And at national level, there are very few colleges which hold entrance exams, which may include Symbiosis Pune, Christ University Bangalore, Indraprasth University Delhi, Banaras Hindu University in Banaras, KIIT in Bhubaneswar, Jain University in Bangalore, Karnataka University in Ahmedabad, and so on. Next, we move to defense forces. If you are a combination of academic, people, and practical orientation, you have an affinity towards adventure, sports, you have interest in crisis handling, you have good leadership skills with very strong physical and mental health, defense forces could be an excellent option for you. Now, all boys can join defense services after grade 12 through an exam known as NDA, National Defense Academy. Once you join National Defense Academy, you could get a degree which is a BA or a BSc or a BE, that is Bachelor of Engineering. And for all the children, girls who want to join defense forces. For them, they can only join after graduation through either an exam known as CDS, Combined Defense Services, or they can go through an individual exam of Army, Air Force, or Navy. Individual exam of Army would be CEE, Air Force would be AFCAT, AFCAT, and Navy would be INAT. And eligibility criteria could be any graduation or any 10+2. You are capable and get into defense forces. Next, we move to design and fine arts. If you are practical oriented, you have very strong affinity towards art, drawing, sketching, crafting. You have interest in creativity and you're very strong at your visualization and observation, then design and fine arts could be a very good option for you. Degrees available in design and fine arts could include fine arts, visual arts, applied arts, interior design, creative arts, or a pure Bachelor of Design course. In this, you can get multiple specializations. Those specializations could be in the area of animation, film design, ceramic and glass design, exhibition design, fashion design, film design, video design, fashion design, furniture interior design, graphic design, industrial design, product design, and so on. Loads of specializations are available in the area of design and fine arts. Eligibility, 10+2 any stream. Most public or private universities take some or the other type of an entrance exam. Very few of them you will find who will give you admission based on 12th marks. Some of the top national level exams could be NID, which we all know, National Institute of Design. There is for IITs exam known as USEED. You can go for NIFT, which is again a multi-branch organization, National Institute of Fashion Technology. Then there is a Footwear Development Design and Development Institute, which takes its own exam. Then a lot of private universities will take their own exams like BHU Varanasi, UID Ahmedabad, IISc Bangalore, Jaipur, Narsee Monjee Bombay, Symbiosis Pune, NIAFT Mohali, Jain University Bangalore, and so on. Next, we come to economics. If you are a very strongly academic oriented child, you have affinity towards maths and economics combined, you have interest in research, and you are good at data analysis and presentation, then economics could be a very good option for you. In economics, you can in India get degrees as BA, BBA, BCom, or BSc, any one of them. Most of the colleges will give admission based on 12th marks, but few colleges may opt for an entrance exam, which may include Narsee Monjee Bombay, Symbiosis Pune, Bharati Vidyapeeth Pune, Indraprastha University Delhi, Christ University Bangalore, Aligarh Muslim University, Delhi University, Jamia Millia Islami, or BHU Varanasi. Next, we come to engineering. I need you to be very strongly academic oriented. If you are looking at engineering, you need to have affinity towards maths and science. You need to have interest in mechanic machines or gadgets. You need to have ability to sit for long hours. If you have this, engineering could be a very good option for you. In engineering, the degrees which are available are either a BE or a BTech degree, or you can go for an integrated 5-year BE BTech degree. You can also opt for a 4-year Bachelor of Fashion Technology, or you can go for, after 10th, a 6-year Diploma plus BTech combined program, which is a 6-year program. And in BE or BTech, there are more than 50 different specializations available in engineering, which may include aerospace, aeronautical, aircraft maintenance, automobile, biochemical, biological sciences, biomedical, ceramic, chemical, civil, computer sciences, electrical, electronics, electronics and communication, electronics and electrical, electronics and instrumentation, engineering, physics, engineering, science, environmental, fire technology, food and nutrition, food technology, genetics, geoinformatics, industrial and systems, instrumentation, leather technology, manufacturing science, marine, material science, mathematics and computing, mechanical, mechatronics, metallurgical, mineral, mining, mining machinery, naval architecture, ocean, petrochemical, petroleum, plastic, polymer production, robotics, or textile. There are more than 50 branches in engineering which are available in India. And at national level, we all know 10+2 PCM is required. You can go for JEE main or followed by advanced, or Birla Institute, VIT Vellore, Symbiosis, SRM University, Narsee Monjee, Manipal, KIT Bhubaneswar, they all have their different exams. Also, there are a lot of state level exams conducted for engineering, which may include the state technical university affiliated colleges like Gujarat has its own exam, Rajasthan has its own exam, Maharashtra has its own exam, and so on. Next, we come to hotel management. In hotel management, if you are very strongly people and practical combination, you have inclination towards cooking, you have interest and knowledge about various cuisines, and your taste buds are very good. You are able to differentiate between Japanese, Korean, Mexican, Italian, Chinese type of cuisines, and you are also comfortable in experimenting those cuisines, then hotel management could be a very good option for you. In hotel management, degrees available in India are mostly 3 years or 4 years, which could be Bachelor in Hotel Management, BSc in Hospitality Management and Catering Technology, Bachelor of Hotel Management and Catering Technology, Bachelor of Tourism Travel Management, or BA in Culinary Arts or Hotel Management. Now in this, there could be a lot of specializations or areas in which you can practice or specialize, which may include food and beverages production, which is kitchen operations, food and beverages service, which is restaurant management, housekeeping, also known as room management, sales and marketing, or front desk operations. 10+2, any string child can go into it. There is a national council which conducts an own exam known as NCHM JEE, catering to almost 50 plus central government sponsored, state government sponsored, and private colleges. Beyond that, a lot of private institutions conduct their own exams, which may include IHM Aurangabad, which is a Taj Group, Manipal University, which is Welcome Group, STEP, which is Oberoi Group, or there could be Bharati Vidyapeeth, Indraprastha University, Christ University, Symbiosis University, Army Institute of Hotel Management Catering Technology, Pune. Maharashtra has its own CET as a state. West Bengal has its own exam for hotel management entrance exams, and so on. Next, we come to law. If you are academic and people combination, you have inclination towards reading and writing, you have interest in politics and social issues, and you are extremely logical, then law could be a very good option for you. In India, under law, we have BLLB, BBLLB, BCom LLB, BSc LLB, BSW LLB, and BTech LLB degrees available, out of which all other 5 degrees are 5-year programs. BTech LLB is a 6-year program. At national level, 10+2, any stream child can appear for entrance exams. Most of the universities take students based on entrance exam. Few of them also give admission based on 12th marks. And the entrance exams could be CLAT, which is for national law universities, known as Common Law Admission Test. You have All India Legal Entrance Test, which is for National Law University Delhi. Next to that, Symbiosis has its own test, Christ University has its own test, BHU has its own test, Bharati Vidyapeeth own test, Jamia Millia Islamia, Aligarh Muslim University, UPS Dehradun, KIT Bhubaneswar, MSU Baroda, Army Institute of Law is there in Mohali, which takes its own test, Punjab University. Also, there are few states which conduct their own tests, which may include Maharashtra, Rajasthan, Odisha, Assam, and so on. Next, we come to liberal studies. Now, this is a beautiful program where you enter into a foundation year without choosing a degree, study all basic subjects at foundation, then pick up something as a major program at master's level. And when you pick up majors, based on that majors, you get a degree. If you pick up majors related to humanities, you get BA honors. Majors related to business management, you get BBA honors. Commercial studies, you get BCom honors, and science, you get BSc honors. So if you're academic people and practical orientation mixture, you have inclination towards reading, writing, you have interest to explore different subjects, and you're a very self-motivated kind of a child, then liberal studies could be a very good option for you. As I told you, there are all 4 degrees available in liberal studies: BA, BBA, BCom, or BSc. Eligibility is 10+2 any stream, and at national level, different colleges have their own entrance exams, and most of them take students based on some or the other selection process. Could be an entrance exam followed by a personal interview, or could be a personal interview along with the statement of purpose, personal statement, essay writing, and so on. So you have Flame in Pune, Ashoka in Sonipat, Symbiosis Pune, PDU in Gandhinagar, Narsee Monjee in Bombay, Karnataka University Ahmedabad, Kriya University in Andhra Pradesh, Jindal University in Sonipat, SRM in Sonipat, Ahmedabad University in Ahmedabad. So they all have liberal arts programs. Next, we come to mass communication. If you are again combination of academic, people, and practical orientation, you have inclination towards reading, writing, and questioning. You have interest in digital and photography, and you have ability to work for long hours on a single issue. Mass communication could be a very good option for you. Degrees available could be a 3-year BA, BMC, BMM or BJMC. Also, there is a BSc in filmmaking and journalism available in India, or you could go for a 5-year integrated degree in bachelor's of in masters of journalism and mass communication. In this, you could go for a specialization in the area of broadcasting, journalism, marketing, advertising, public relations, or digital media. Most of the admissions are based on 12th marks. Very few colleges take entrance exam, which would include Symbiosis in Pune, Xavier's in Bombay, Manipal University in Bangalore, Christ University Bangalore, Delhi University, Indraprastha University, Jindal University, Karnavati University, MS University, and so on. Next, we come to medicine surgery. If you're a combination of academic and practical orientation, you have inclination towards zoology and life sciences, you have interest in reading and also retaining, which you can recall when required, and you have the ability to work for very long hours, whether it is during academics or during practice, medicine surgery could be a very good option for you. We all know about MBBS, BDS. Also, you can do a 5.5-year degree course under Ayush, which could be Ayurveda, Unani, Siddh, Yogic, Naturopathic or Homeopathic medicine. Admission in all these is strictly through NEET, and you need to be a 10+2 PCB child. Next, we come to paramedical sciences, where again, if you are a people and practical oriented, but you are relatively less at academic, but you've taken B group, for such children, paramedical could be a very good option. You need to have inclination towards biology, you should have interest in practical application and ability to physically work. You could take up a degree in the area of BSc. Under BSc, there are loads of specializations available in paramedical sciences, which could include anesthesia technology, cardiovascular technology, critical care, dialysis technology, exercise and sports science, health information management, medical imaging technology, medical laboratory technology, medical record technology, neuroscience, nuclear medicine, nursing, operation theatre, ophthalmic, perfusion, radiotherapy, respiratory, trauma care, or X-ray technology. Also, you could go for Bachelor of Optometry, Occupational Therapy, Pharmacy, Physiotherapy, or a PharmD. Under admission process, you need to be 10+2 PCB child. Lot of very good colleges like AIIMS, AIMS, Delhi, AFMC, Pune, JIPMER, Pondicherry, SVNIR, TAR, Cuttack, they all have their own entrance exams. Also, for paramedical sciences, lot of states have their own entrance exams, which may include Maharashtra has its own entrance exam, Odisha has its own entrance, Kerala, West Bengal, Tamil Nadu. But there are also states which do not conduct an entrance exam, and admissions are given on 12th marks basis. One of those states is Gujarat, where you can get admission in 12th marks basis. Next, we come to performing arts. There are 3 categories of performing arts: singing, dancing, acting. If you are practical oriented, you have inclination towards presentation and observation, you have interest in one particular kind of a performing art, and you have very strong physical stamina, then performing art could be a very good option. In performing art, degrees are available under the head of nomenclature of fine arts, performing arts, BA in honors, Bachelor of Music, Dance or Acting. In this, you can specialize in the area of classical vocal, Western vocal, which is singing, instrument playing, where you can go for instrument string based or air based, dance, you can go for classical or Western dance, and last but not the least is theatre, also known as drama or acting. In most of the colleges of performing arts, any 10+2 child can apply, and most colleges take admission based on the skill assessment in the particular respective form of art in which you want to take admission. Next, we come to pure sciences. You need to be highly academic oriented. You need to have inclination towards math, science and research, interest in machines and gadgets, and you should have ability to sit and work for long hours, not only in study, but also when you get on to practicing. There are 2 types of degrees in BSc available. One is a 3-year BSc regular program. Second is a 4-year BSc research program. And in this, you can get loads of specializations, which may include anthropology, applied physical science, biology, biochemistry, bioinformatics, botany, chemistry, biology, environmental sciences, fire and safety, forensic sciences, filmmaking, geology, genetics, life sciences, mathematics, nautical sciences, physics or zoology. Most of the private colleges take admission based on 12th marks. few of them may, public universities or private universities may take a competitive exam. For competitive exams, some of the national level competitive exams are Kishore Vigyan Protsahan Yojana. One may take admission through JEE Main Advanced. There is a Department of Atomic Energy in Bombay which takes its own exam known as NEST. Then you have BITS Pilani, you have Narsee Monjee Bombay, Chennai Mathematical Institute, Indian Statistical Institute. They are all offering courses in sciences which are through entrance exams. Next we come to rehabilitation sciences. If you are a combination of people and practical, you have inclination towards biology and research, you have interest in helping disabled or differently abled people, your ability to physically work with them, then you can go for either prosthetics and orthotics, bachelor's in audiology and speech language pathology, rehabilitation sciences, bachelor's in sciences specializing in rehabilitation, or you can also go for a BA program. In this eligibility criteria, primarily for the top 4 degrees remain PCB or PCM. Only if you want to go for BA in special education, you can be from commerce or humanities background. National level, there is Rehabilitation Council of India which conducts its own exam known as AIOAT. Also, then there are some private universities or private colleges which conduct their own different exams. West Bengal as a state conducts its own entrance exam for all rehabilitation oriented degrees in the entire state. Next we move to sports. Again, if you are practical oriented, you have inclination towards any particular sport, you have physical and mental strength, you are dedicated to work with that sport and make that sport your part of life and profession, then you can get a degree in BA, BBA, BCom or a BSc in the area of sports. Also, there is a degree known as BPES, Bachelor of Physical Education and Sports, which is a 4-year degree after grade 12. Now, most of the universities or institutions offering admission in this area would test you on your skill, conducting a sports proficiency test followed by a physical fitness test. We move to veterinary sciences. If you are a combination of academic and practical, inclination towards zoology, interest in dealing with animals, insects, plants, fishes, and ability to work for long term with animals, then veterinary sciences could be a very good option. Degrees available are Bachelor's in Veterinary Science and Animal Husbandry, Bachelor's of Fishery Sciences, and Bachelor's of Sciences. Admission process national level. Few national level institutions might conduct accept score from NEET. Otherwise, private universities may take their own exam, or majorly states conduct separate exams for all courses falling under veterinary and fishery sciences. For example, Uttarakhand will have its own exam, Madhya Pradesh will have its own exam, Odisha, Rajasthan, Gujarat, Kerala, West Bengal, Himachal, Jammu, Kashmir, Uttar Pradesh, Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh, Bihar, Chhattisgarh, and so on. This finishes mainstream education, 21 verticals. What if I want to not go ahead with mainstream or mainstream education verticals? I can go for diploma in the area of social sciences, where you can see you can take diploma post grade 12 known as undergraduate diploma in cooperative management, Rashbhasha studies, social work, foreign language, international business, event management, or in the law field like taxation law, business corporate laws, cyber law, intellectual property law, labor law and welfare, arbitration, conciliation and alternate dispute resolution. You can go for hospitality area diploma like food production, food beverage service, bakery, confectionery, front office operations or housekeeping. Paramedical sciences, you can go for auxiliary nursing midwifery, general nursing midwifery, naturopathy, pharmacy, yoga or special education. Also, if you want to go for a profession or a job based on grade 12, you can become a commercial pilot. You can join Indian Army as social soldier, technical or general duty. You can join Indian Air Force as Airman Group X or Group Y. You can join Indian Navy. You can join Coast Guard, or you can become an air steward or an air hostess. Finally, before I move to the questions, I hope there was some take home for each one of you who have sat on this session across board. IQ Digital, which is the organization which I am representing, we train students for national level entrance exams related to law, business management, mass communication, liberal studies, economics, honors, hotel management, social sciences, etc. If you are interested in preparing for any of these national level entrance exams, you can connect with my office at 99798-46008. If you're confused, not knowing what to do, want more exploration about yourself, beyond orientation in the area of aptitude, personality, interest as well, You can connect with my office for a personal career counseling at 7600 888 111. Follow me on social media at IQ Mohit, and you can go ahead and search my website, that is www.mohitmangal.com.